This year, I feel like I can harness all the potential in the air that I've surrounded myself with, harness all the luck that I can generate, harness the energy and momentum from myself. I can achieve what I need to achieve. I truly believe that. That being said, the last year was filled with challenges. The last year was a new beginning for me. Last year was a milestone, to say the least. And last year was quarter century, basically, you know? Everything in 2025 was awesome. Coming into this year has been eye-opening. So grateful of all the things that I've managed to accomplish in this 12 months. Realizing what I had accomplished coming into this year, and then realizing that I could have done so much more if I had applied myself a little bit better in a lot of instances. As I was reflecting in my journaling, I was just like, damn, even though the months felt heavy, wasn't much going on, but in my mind at the time, and also thinking back, I thought there was so much happening, but it was just poor planning. Time efficiency was not there for a lot of things. It's cool to realize when you actually start noting these things down and reflecting on it. And I have so much potential. I used to be a negative Nancy in that sense, where I didn't like to see the potential in the day. I was very go with the flow. If it happens, it happens. I'm like, maybe I was just stoned all the time too back then, but with a different outlook, especially out of high school and all that. It's crazy how mentally you realize you've matured so much. At the same time, you can see why you were behaving or thinking like that, like how you were in the past. So I'm very excited for this year, excited for 2026, excited to directly compare my growth side by side from 2025 to 2026. That's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna be documenting it here on this channel, and I can't wait to share with you all. I am fruitful that I can find my community, but I've been yapping and y'all don't even know my name. So, hi, I'm Lawrence. Welcome to my channel, life, business, growth, music, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to reflect on how come I never actually started a lot of the things that I wanted to start a while back. And most of it came from having a fear. I realized that I avoided a lot of things in my youth that I shouldn't have avoided because it wasn't that scary or it wasn't that intense as I thought it was. And I avoided a lot of my problems instead of dealing with those problems. And when I did deal with them, I kind of dealt with them half-ass, not really to the extent that I should have in the beginning. And so I was also avoiding success in that same extent. I was avoiding success by not trying my hardest, not doing my best, because I knew if I did my best, that means I'd have new responsibilities. And maybe maybe the thought that ran through my head was like, I'd like to be a little bit more comfortable. I like to stay comfy. I just want to smoke my bud. Just want to play my games. Just want to earn my money, and that's it. One side was saying, you gotta hustle, you gotta hustle. The other side was like, yeah, but you can hustle and chill. And it's the one that obviously kept gaining more momentum and votes out of the two. And there were moments I would be very disciplined. I'd go to the gym 100%, 5 days a week type of thing, or 3 days a week, whatever, follow my schedule. There's ebbs and flows between these two dynamics. But the commitment, the underlying commitment was the issue to why some of the success was being avoided. Realized that now was because even though I was juggling these two hats, I never had a priority, regardless of what hat I was. Not having a priority, a high priority I should say, means you didn't have any type of compass. Like I really didn't have a compass to follow. I just knew I had a vague direction that I wanted to go. and that vague direction needed more definition. So either way, whether I was scared, avoidant, all of that, time still passed by. Uh, Things still happen. I let so much time pass by avoiding these interests and passions. So I'm gonna document my work, personal growth, music, business, everything. I'm gonna have this end of month review. I see how month one goes because I kind of didn't plan this correctly. I planned it halfway through the start of the year instead of being already ready for this. But this is just how it is. It's what I reckon a real person doing this shit who's learning everything is gonna go through. Unorganized mess. So hi, I'm Lawrence. So if you've been sitting on something that you've been wanting to do and you've been inactive on it, take this as your sign to start today. I'll be doing the same.